Hi, welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. My name is Cara Adams and I am the Director of Race Tire Engineering and Development for Firestone Racing. One of the things that I'm really passionate about is being able to share my job with people like you to talk about science and why it's really fun and cool. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can be involved in science here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway or on a racetrack or in lots of different areas. At Firestone Racing, we have several engineers that work with the racing program and work on these IndyCar tires. We have chemical engineers, we have chemists, and we have mechanical engineers. We are designing the structure, we're looking at the chemistry and the compounds. There's a lot that goes into designing a tire that's going to be safe at speeds of up to 240 miles per hour going into turn 1 here at Indianapolis. Every time you see IndyCars on track, each tire is different on the car. The left front and the right front tire, they might look the same, but they're not the same. And if you put them on the wrong spot, you can have a car that has a pretty poor handling, or in a place like Indianapolis Motor Speedway, you can have pretty bad results if you end up mixing the tires around. That's because each tire is engineered and designed specifically for each corner that it's on. So when you see all the cars out here, everything is specific. Now, an oval like Indianapolis is not going to be the same as a street course like St. Pete. The tires are going to be different designs, so a left front from one would not work on the other. That's because they're so specifically designed and engineered for each corner. So one of the fun things that we'll do here at the Speedway or whenever we get ready for a race weekend is we'll actually measure the friction of the surface. Friction is basically what either gives a car grip or what slows something down. One thing that you can do is you can take a tilted sheet of cardboard and you can put a block on it and see how well that block slides down. It might not slide very well, but if you have a nice smooth piece of plastic and you put that same block on, it's going to go a lot quicker. So those are one of the things that we look at in IndyCar, and it's one of the scientific methods that we use to be able to improve our race tires and make sure we improve the racing, let all of the teams know how much grip is actually out on the track. So we take those tires, we put them on wheels, and then we inflate them so they have air pressure, and air pressure is actually what holds the load of the vehicle. It's not the tire itself, it's the air supporting the tire. Now, once those tires are inflated, we move them over to the balancing station. At the balancing station, we'll make sure we match the wheel and the rim together, and then we'll put a piece of balance weight on it. Now, what the balance weight is, it helps it be as smooth as possible, so when the cars are out on track, there's no vibrations due to the tires. And there's other ways that we use math. One of the things that we can do is figure out how fast the tires rotate here. If you look at a tire that's going on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, let's just say it's going 230 miles per hour, we can calculate how many times that tire will revolve or rotate. Lots of ways that we can use math, lots of ways that we can use science. Really neat stuff here. Being an engineer, yes, there's a lot of math and science involved in it, but it's really an interesting thing to do. And a lot of people think engineering is hard, but once you get to it, it's really fun. To me, it's about designing things and playing with toys, things like that. And I wanted to ask you all a question. So I want you to answer this to yourselves. Now, how many of you have ever been told that you can't do something? You're not good enough, or not tall enough, or not smart enough? How many of you have ever been told that? I'm going to raise my hand and say I am in the group of people that have been told that they couldn't do something. I actually had a family member once tell me that I wasn't good enough to be an engineer. I wasn't mechanically inclined enough. But now I work on my own cars, I do all of this work at the Speedway, and these are really important, impressive things that I can do now. And if I would have listened to that person that said that I couldn't do it, I may not have been here. So I just want to let you guys know that you guys are strong and you're smart. And please, if there's something that you want to go after, please go after it with all of your heart.